Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks Part 3. Somebody stop me. This is too much fun. I want to do just like, so that is in the center, which really doesn't matter in this case. Now, you can see the node, but when you click off of it, you can't see. And we're going to get the 2-point line. So you need to go and be on the node, not the edge, the node, and go downwardly to that. The node. If you don't, you're not in the center of that line. We need to be in the center. Now, because we have a line, and this, it's kind of funny. There's an easier way to manipulate it around if we go off of this line instead of this line. But when we do that, we're going to fill in that, and this is going to be short to get our rotation point. Freehand tool, make sure it's set on 100. And let's start like midpoint and go down. Just as long as you don't go past that line, I'm going to try to add a lot. Make it look really wicky. Now, I would love to go off that other line, but when I do that, I won't have anything. I could just mirror that over and I'd be good. So let's Control D, mirror it while holding down the control button. That's the important part. That way it'll be equal. And then I would zoom in and make sure you're there. See, we're actually past, so that wouldn't work. But you could grab it with your pick tool and hold down the control button. Be better to get right on that node and it should snap to it. Let me zoom in. I moved the triangle. Let me zoom in here. We're a little bit past. So grab that, hold down the control button in the control. I'm still not perfect. That's why I was saying it's a lot easier to mirror from the inside. But if we did that, we would not have, let's just take away that line. We wouldn't have that triangular place to rotate it. And I didn't really smooth it out, but it's okay. Take the Smart Fill tool and look at that. Now we can move this out of the way because we do have a point. Control D and make a duplicate. Double click on the rotation and put it on that node and rotate it 60 degrees. Oh man, gonna look really good. And I don't even have to rotate it. It's got a flat side, so we're gonna make it 5 inches. And let's group it together, Control G. Let's go way over here. Tell you what, let's move this. And let's take this. My nudge is set on 5 inches. Control D and move, make it many as you want, few as you want. But look at that pattern. Now, you could actually draw this with the symmetry tool. Control G, Control D. And because we have that point, we can have it snap to it. Just like in other videos, Control G. I could keep going straight down, but then your pattern would be kind of lopsided. And then once you get going, you can do that. Then go ahead and group them together. Let's hit P, put them in the center of the page. Make it a little bit smaller by holding down the Shift key. And now let's make it a good border. So the best thing would be to go from, well, you're going to have some left over on all of them. Let's take a rectangle. Let's go from there to there and then downwardly. It's really hard. Now we can take both of them because the other one's a group and we can intersect it. And now we have a square pattern. If we make them, fill it in with yellow and unclick it so it looks yellow, let's bring in a black box. That's pretty cool. Now, once again, we have those lines. So if you just take your yellow and add yellow outline, it actually increases the look. And those lines aren't really there. It's because my Corel is putting indexing lines everywhere. But look at it's almost a round, uh, you know, looks like, I don't know what it would look like. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.